Hello again, everyone. This is Game Collector, and we are winding down the RiD videos with the fourth and final member of the build team, Wedge. Um, yeah, this guy is a bulldozer and very orange. Very orange. And that little underside piece will do something else later on. He's also the build team's leader, and I'm going to read his bio in a little while after I'm done, and also compare him with the rest of the build team, just to show you how that is very wrong. Let's see, you start by splitting these. Yeah, split these, and take this piece off, and that'll be used later on. And then you pull these parts out and fold them up to form the arms and the fists. Do it again. Raise them up a bit and split the front. Fold these forward. Fold that down. The exact same thing. There you go. And now you pop this back panel open and you pull out the head. You do have to open his chest up a little bit, which is for another thing about his team. And again, with the rest of the build team, his head sculpt has something to do with his alt mode. He comes with this little double-barreled rifle thing, which you can put in either hand, but it just doesn't look right. And if you don't want to see him holding an embarrassingly huge weapon, you can always put it on his back as a jetpack or a backpack or whatnot. And it doesn't want to go on. Oh, fold the arms forward. Yeah, so they're like... Instead of this, you want them like that. If you can see the way they're folded in. And then... There, he has a jetpack. Or, if you like, you can give him giant... Uh-oh, camera tilt. Camera tilt. Sorry about that. You can put it up and he can have giant smokestacks on his back. Which actually makes him look a lot bigger than he actually is. And by saying that, I am now going to bring in the rest of the build team in their robot modes for height comparison. This is with heavy load, which you cannot see exactly. And here is high tower. Now, for height comparison reasons, you're going to see all four of them. And Grimlock in the back. But his weapon just fell off. I'll leave it off then. Wedge is so tiny, he only comes up to Grimlock's thigh. And this little orange guy, right here, he's the leader of this group. And let me get to his bio. If I read it wrong or funny or however I read it, I apologize. That's just how I read stuff when I'm forced to read it out loud. The other construction Autobots look to Wedge as their leader. Even though he's still young, he's a natural leader in the making with his take charge attitude and revved up energy. He can be reckless and make mistakes, but will never jeopardize his friends and is always there to help them. He bulldozes into battle with double beam guns. Yeah. Remember the last young Autobot leader? That didn't work out very well. And when it did work out, it only worked out for one season. And no one spoke of it ever again. But I'm sure people still speak about it like I just did. His stats are Strength 7, Intelligence 7, Speed 6, Endurance 7, Rank 9, Courage 10, Firepower 7, and Skill 6. Those are pretty mediocre stats compared to the rest of the team. Each of the other team members had a 10 at least in one stat each. You know, each one of them had a 10 individually is what I meant. But really, how did this guy get to be leader? I can't figure that out. Anyway, he is sort of important, but you won't really see that until next week when I do the very last build team review, kind of like what I did with the bullet train review. And none of them want to stand up or have their weapons on them. So I will see you guys next week with the very last build team review, and you'll finally see what each of them is supposed to do properly. Later.